Well, hey y'all, today we're going to make a grape salad that is in my cookbook. And what I have first to do is I'm going to make the sauce, I guess you could call it. I have one block of cream cheese that I have softened. It's been sitting out for a couple hours. And we're just going to open it up just like so and put it in our container. And I'm going to use this someplace to lay my spatula. So I also have 16 ounces of sour cream. Now I'm only going to use about 10, and I'm just going to eyeball this. It will be fine if it's just a little more or scant less. Okay, let's see, get a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I have a half a cup of some white sugar. In that goes. And I'm going to use a teaspoon and a half of our homemade vanilla. So we're just going to eyeball that. That looks like a teaspoon and a half. All right, and I'm going to use my hand mixer. I'm going to get this mixed up real quick like. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to add an ingredient now that we made this before, and whenever I add this, people either love it or they don't. But don't knock it until you try it. This is 1/8 ounce package of extra sharp cheddar cheese. Now don't go anywhere, I'm gonna tell you why I'm using this. First off, it adds more calcium to it, and we all need more calcium. And everything is so sweet that this kind of cuts the sweet, as my daddy would have said. So we're just gonna fold this in here, and you can grate your own. I do recommend, if you do have a minute or two, it doesn't take no time at all to grate it. And then you don't have all that cornstarch that they put in grated cheese before they sell it, so it doesn't gump up together. Okay, so let me show you. Let me move some of this. I have, now the recipe calls for 2 pounds of grapes. You don't have to get caught up on that, y'all. Grab a bag or grab 2 bags. And this will work for 1 bag, and it will work for 2 bags. I just did 1 bag today, and I've just got the green seedless. You can use red seedless and green seedless, and they're so pretty together. What I always do, I wash them in a bowl of water with a couple splashes of some white vinegar and let them sit there for a couple minutes, and then I rinse all my produce off. That's the way I do everything. But I also, on these grapes, I cut them in half, and it is an extra step, but I will tell you that one of my grandmothers choked to death. And so I'm very conscientious about trying to help people not do that on my watch. That would be no fun at all. So I'm just going to put this concoction right in here with my grapes. And then we're going to mix her up. Now this concoction here, y'all, makes the best fruit dip. So if you just put the cream cheese, the sugar, the sour cream, a little bit of vanilla together, minus the cheese, you got the best fruit dip ever. So we're just gonna get this all tossed around here. Okay, there we go. Let me get some of this out of our way, and I'm gonna get the little containers that we're gonna put this in. So let's get our topping first before we get our cute little containers. I have 1 cup of chopped pecans. Now, if you have some people that are allergic to nuts in your family, you can absolutely leave the pecans out. But you do want to use 1 cup of packed brown sugar. And we're just going to mix these all together. And this is going to make a wonderful topping. All right. Now, I'm going to carry all this stuff to the sink, and I'll be right back with my clean hands, and then we will put them in something pretty. Okay, y'all, this is done. Now, you can serve this any way you want to. You can leave it in this and serve it if you wanted to. You can put it in your antique crocks. You can put it in your trifle dish. I'm going to show you 2 little choices that you can do if you're just having a ladies' luncheon or a potluck and you want to make it quicker for people just to grab and go. So I've got my little punch cup, and I'm just going to put some. Let's see, let me get a spoon here, so I want to do it pretty like. So put it in your little punch cup. little bit more. Okay, and then I've got the little disposable plastic, and you can put some in that. This will be great if you're having a potluck at church, and you know, you always have extras left over of everything. And a lot of times you want to package that up and take it to the shut-ins. Well, you can just put a little saran wrap on top of these little cups like this, and you can just take it to your shut-ins, and they'll be so happy to see you. So we're just going to put those right there, and I'm going to put the rest of this in my trifle dish without making a mess. Let's see if I can do this without making too big of a mess. There we go. And this is the most delicious thing, and I have had it all over the place, and I've had it in 9 by 13 dishes, which a lot of times that's what I do. I put it in a 9 by 13. I've had it in trifle dishes. I've had it in just any kind of dish that the lady of the house had laying around. And also, this is very, very similar to chicken salad chick. And do y'all have those in your area? I love chicken salad chick. My very favorite thing that they make is their barbecue chicken salad. That is delicious. All right, let's get the rest of this in here. And the first time I made this with y'all, a lot of people in our area call this a frog eye salad. We don't have the kind of frog eye salad that y'all up north have. We don't have that down here for the most part. And so, you know, this looks like frog eyes. And so therefore, kind of call this a frog eye salad. And boy, I got my head handed to me because I called it that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's get the rest of this out of here. All right. Okay, now we have our little container. We have our to-go container, and we've got just our, let's use our spoon here to get rid of this. Get some of this off here. Now, if I'm serving this today, it's actually better the day you make it because it does tend to get watery the longer you leave it in the icebox. But if I'm making this today and I'm going to serve it tomorrow or even the next day, I don't put this on top of it until I get ready to serve it because it kind of starts to make it kind of weepy. But you can just top your little party cups here with ever how much you want. And the rest of this you can just sprinkle over the top. It is delicious grape salad. And you know, here in the South, if you got a vegetable or a fruit and you've mixed it with anything else and it's cold, it's a salad. That's what we do. Just what we do. Okay, there we go. Got a little extra left over, and we'll save that for something else. And then we take our little flag, because 4th of July is coming up. Take our little flag, and there we go. Isn't that cute? Oh my good gracious, good jolly do this. All right, let's just get us a little bite. Mm. If you make this, please put the cheese in it. You really, really will see a difference in the, it gives you a little bit more of a creamy texture. It gives your kind of tongue kind of something else to do. And also the sharpness kind of balances all that sweet sugar we got going on. So anyway, there it is. Versatile grape salad. It's in my cookbook, and I'll put a link if you would like to order that. If you're not following me here on Facebook and YouTube, click that subscribe button and follow button. I sure would appreciate it, and you'll get notifications whenever we do fun stuff like this. So I'll see you next time. Y'all go do something fun.